Is this your favorite spot in Columbia? No, you cannot touch anything. Gotta look. We got our first baby goat of the winter calving. Kidding. And you said it's a little girl?
Yeah, it's a little girl. She was born on Pearl Harbor Day, so her name's Harbor because we already have Pearl.
So our first calf was born on Pearl Harbor Day, and we named her Pearl, a little heifer calf. That was a couple years ago now. And since this little girl was born on Pearl Harbor Day, we're gonna name her Harbor. No shirt necessary, huh?
No.
Pearl, Merritt, so tell me what happened.
So me and Gage were gonna come play on the hay bales, and so I ran in and I started jumping on Tire Tube Terry, and then
It's Tire Tube Terry. It's their trampoline.
And then and then I saw that baby goat. They're standing right there, and I was like, oh, cute, it's a baby goat. And then Gage says, oh my gosh, it's a baby goat. And so I ran in, and Gage went to go pet it. And then I'm like, come on, Gage. And he came, and then I ran into the house and got Cadence.
Awesome. So good. What?
It looks just like milkshake.
Aw. Is it real soft?
Yeah, now that it's dry, it's super soft. It was wet out in the rain and super curly.
Well, let's keep checking on it and just making sure that it's probably latching on and stuff.
Ate a little bit of
Yep, no, that's good. We got a little protein tub for Mama.
water.
Oh, did she drink a bunch of that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, let's fill it up while it's raining off that off the gutter.
Yeah, that's why I filled it up originally.
Yeah, let's keep her topped off.
Hello there. I was going to do a health update today, and ironically, this morning when I was in for my Christmas nails, which I'll show you in a minute are epic, I had a vertigo attack during my nail appointment, which was not exciting. Last year, this is just kind of separate from the heart palpitations and all that good stuff that y'all know about that I'm working with my naturopath for, and chest pain that I'm working with the chiropractor for. The chest pain is gone still. The heart palpitations are so mild, if they're there at all. Super grateful for improvement and healing in that. And puppy jumped on me. Super grateful for that improvement. And last year, for the last about 5 years in the winter, I lose hearing. Not completely, but I get muffled hearing in my right ear. And the first couple of years I went to the ENT, they recognized, yep, you have muted hearing in that ear, sudden onset. They said I had a stroke, or there's like some weird virus in my inner ear, all kinds of things. Gave me a steroid, and it came back like in 2 weeks, the hearing. That happened for 2 years. And I had the hearing issue come about on almost the same day in February both years, like the same weekend, which is weird, like a year later, you know. Then the third year, it happened again. I think maybe it was in January that year, and I just didn't get steroids to see if it would resolve, and it did resolve, and that was fine. And then last year, I got it, didn't get the, sorry, I got the puppy here. Didn't get the steroid, and it did resolve, and then the day after it resolved was Christmas Day, and I had a vertigo attack that day, which I've never had vertigo ever. I was a little bit dizzy that morning, and then just had to go lay in bed for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and not move my head at all, or the world was spinning on in every direction. Very terrible. And then it went away. Didn't have any more issues. The hearing was fine. I went to the ENT. He diagnosed me with meniere's disease. I think that's how you say it, which is all these symptoms put together. They don't know the cause. There's nothing they could do about it. You know, it has to do with water retention in the ear. Anyway, I was like, okay, I don't like to come into agreement with these sorts of diagnoses. So I kind of just, everything went back to normal. I was like anticipating this winter, like we'll see if it happens again. Anyway, about 2 days ago, I started to lose the hearing in that ear again, and it was like much more dramatic, like more feeling of fullness in the ear, and just more pressure and discomfort and more pronounced hearing loss. And it was really bothering me. Yesterday, we were watching a show, and I almost like couldn't even listen. Sorry, my puppy just tried to get in the popcorn. Don't do that. I almost couldn't even watch the TV because the weird, like it was just hitting my ear strange. Anyway, this morning I woke up, felt fine, went to my nail appointment, and in the middle of my nails, I was like, girl, I am starting to get real dizzy, and I think it's only if I move my head. And sure enough, like, which is, I guess, pretty typical of vertigos, like, you know, you can find a position of comfort usually, and then like just don't move. So of course I had to have her finish my nails. Not that I was like gonna drive, but I had to call my husband. He had to come and pick me up, and luckily he was with my neighbor, and my neighbor was able to drive my car, and Tom drove my car. No, Tom drove me in my car, and my neighbor took my truck and my kids home. And I got home, and I literally, like, I can walk, I can move around if I just keep my head very straight. When I got home, I tried to lay down. Nope, can't be doing that. Can't lay down. I did take some medicine that I got last year from a friend and didn't take last year because I didn't need it. And I understand. My watch is talking for no reason. Goodness. Didn't take it last year, but I did take it this morning. I can't think of what it's called. Starts with an M. It's what I called my primary care, and they said that's what they would recommend me taking. It's a prescription. I needed to come in. They didn't have an appointment today, whatever, all the things. But I did have that medicine. I took it. I feel better. I can actually move my head. Praise God. I still feel a little bit queasy when I do it, but I don't have the dizziness. Just a little bit queasy still from it, but freaking frack. If that's not just great. If it's not one thing, it's another. It's the weirdest. It's uncommon. So if you are a prayer, if you could pray that all of this breaks off of me, because there is just a pursuit of the enemy on me. And I, even this morning before I went to my nails, was reading in 2 Corinthians, and just Paul talking about that God gave him a thorn in his side, and that Paul asked him to take it from him 3 separate times, and God didn't. And I'm like, oh Lord, please don't let that be me. Please take it. Please take the thorn. So if you can join me in prayer, I believe in corporate prayer, and I'm super grateful for feeling better in the other ways. And I was really just like super confident, feeling like, okay, I'm ready to go back into my life. I'm not afraid to go places. And then of course I'm here at my nails, and I'm like, thank God it was a good friend of mine. I'm like, if I have to lay on your freaking floor in your nail salon, please don't judge me. She was very sweet. And she's like, she's like, do we need to go to your house and finish this nail appointment? Oh, but look at my nails. She did every single nail different. Like Christmas sweater. She freehands this, y'all. Snowflake. It's so hard to tell. And then this one has like a texture to it, like it's raised, if you can see. She is so talented. So, I mean, I couldn't half do it. I couldn't have it half done. And she can't fit me in. You got to book her out like 6 weeks in advance. So I'm like, it's not like I can swing on through and finish it up another time. So I got my nails done, made it home, and now I'm just sitting here watching Elf with my kids. I'm not gonna do school today, guys. And I'm supposed to go to the chiropractor, which was already a scheduled appointment. I'm a little bit nervous to ride in the car that long because I already feel a little nauseous. But I called the chiropractor. They think it'll help, of course. Pray for me, please.